celebrating the life of Aretha Franklin.
A public viewing will be held at the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History. That's on August 28th and August 29th. Fans can pay their respects from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on those days.
Funeral services will be held on August 31st at 10 a.m. at Greater Grace Temple. That will be for family and friends only.
7 Action News reporter Andrea Isom is live at the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History, where preparations are being made to host those massive crowds, Andrea.
And the tributes and the love already started, already in the air. So much love, so much respect for our queen, as it should be, here at the museum and all around the world. I got a chance to spend some time at Greater Grace Temple today, where the funeral services will be held. And the stories we heard about our queen were beautiful, powerful, and magical, just like her.
Some people say, well, you know, she made a heck of a mark, and that's true. But in our humanity, it just seems like there's so much more for her to do. 76 years old is young.
Bishop Charles H. Ellis III witnesses the joys of new life and the pain of death, often. After all, it is a profound part of what goes on here at Greater Grace Temple. When we talked on this day, I was taken aback when Bishop Ellis graciously shared some incredible, unforgettable, touching moments of being by Aretha's bedside, alongside the Queen's family and other dear friends, when she made her transition.
It was as humbling as it gets. I think it was a great therapeutic time. You know, I did a kind of a memorializing of her. We began to tell those stories, you know, what she meant to us, who she was to us.
So fitting that the Queen of Soul's funeral service, her homegoing, her celebration of life, will be held in this house of worship. The bishop assures us all that it will be grand, graceful, and one of a kind, like the Queen herself.
Miss Franklin was absolutely a perfectionist, and listen, can't drop the ball on this side, no kind of way, no kind of how. All hands on deck. You know, things are getting ready to evolve, and they're going to get ready to evolve quickly. I had an emergency meeting on yesterday. Aretha Franklin was to music what Rosa Parks was to the civil rights movement. You know, hands down, you know. I mean, I don't know too many people that are called the Queen. I say to her, well done, thou good and faithful servant. She was something to everybody.
What a gift and what a blessing we have all been given. And the bishop tells us, please just continue to pray for the family and continue to keep the Queen's legacy alive. That is exactly what is happening here at the museum for the 36th annual African World Festival. This is a time to celebrate culture, history, a time to be enlightened, educated, and to honor Aretha Franklin, our Queen of Soul.
We thought it so appropriate to have tributes to her today. With her being our local treasure, we wanted local talent to come in and give a tribute to her. And then we already had Regina Bell on tap for this evening at 9:30. So she's going to come and do a complete tribute to her as well. So we're going to devote the entire evening as a tribute to Miss Franklin.
This is going to be absolutely incredible, so please come on down. Bring the kids, bring the family for a wonderful event. And guess what? It is free. And if it rains, guess what? Show will go on. They'll take it inside. Reporting live, I'm Andrea Isom, 7 Action News.
You know, that's really good for Detroit, because as y'all know, the mayor done spent all they goddamn money. So anytime a big event like that can come to Detroit, that's a lesson at the end of the day, because Detroit ain't got no goddamn money, bitch. This ain't Motown. This ain't the era. The hell, they didn't have no goddamn money when Motown was out. But trust me, they mayor allegedly has done a lot of up shit with they goddamn money. So anytime a big concert like that, you have to understand, when a concert of that magnitude comes to town, it actually helped the entire town, because it brings in more jobs. Even if the jobs are temporary, it still brings in more money for that city. And right now, Detroit, Michigan in general, cause you already know they had that up water, bitch. Motherfuckers could barely wash their ass or take a sip of water because some funny was going on with the water. Motown just ain't been right. Michigan ain't been right. So anytime they can have something like this pop off, I'm sad that it had to happen because Aretha done passed away. But again, it's still gonna bring jobs into the community, and jobs in the community in reality keep crime down. The only reason we got so much crime is because it ain't that many jobs out here for us at the end of the goddamn day. So y'all, again, we gonna pay our respects wherever you at. Pay homage to Aretha, because she did more for us than the radio TV that they will ever give her credit for, regardless if her daddy is the father of one of her kids allegedly. What she had a baby at 12 and then got pregnant at 12, had the baby at 13. It still does not erase the legacy and the great music that she's gonna leave, that generations after us will be able to listen to. You a fool if you can't name a Aretha Franklin song. Goddammit, she has truly put in the work to be called the Queen of Soul. Goddammit. Now don't get me wrong, Whitney Houston had a voice out this world. But we only had one Whitney Houston, just like we only have one Aretha. And she did her work. She did what she was supposed to do, so it's only right that we honor her. You better know, if Barbara Streisand or Celine Dion died today or tomorrow, God forbid, white folks is going to, no offense to any white person watching the show, but they're going to pay homage to their people. So as black people, we must pay homage to people that unfortunately paved the way for us to have without Aretha, we couldn't have a Beyonce, we couldn't have a Rihanna, we couldn't have a Jay, we couldn't have any of those people without Aretha Franklin, because again, at one point we wasn't even allowed to sing music out loud in public, let alone on a stage that white people also share. So again, it's very important that you know your history. When you get some free time, Google her.